Hello and welcome back to beenTHEREmate. Today's video is none other than Steigenberger, located in Hammamet in Tunisia. This is recorded as of October the 13th, I think is the exact date, 2025. So today's video, ladies and gents, we're going to be covering the hotel grounds, pool and the beach area. So this is probably going to be the largest and longest video out of all the ones on the channel for this particular video. So if you haven't already, check out all the other hotel videos I will be uploading for this. So we've got the lobby, entrance, we've got breakfast, dinners, evenings, spas, kids club, bedrooms, you know, all that sort of jazz, depending on what time you're watching it. If you're watching it the minute I upload it, maybe I haven't uploaded them all yet. If you're watching it a week, 6 months down the line, they should all be ready on the channel, ladies and gents. So what we'll do is we'll rotate the camera. I'll show you how you come out of the entrance from the lobby area, and then we'll spin around. I'm trying to record this at 7:30. It's 7:30 on the dot now. And the water jets for the little, there's like a little stream that flows around the grounds, and they have like jets that shoot up, so I'm trying to make sure I get that in the video. So fingers crossed they are, ladies and gents, because it might look better for you watching it. They told me they always get turned on at 7:30, so by the time I walk there they should be on. So let's rotate the camera, shall we? So this is where you come from on the lobby. You've got a big seating up area here. It leads to the buffet restaurant just there. You can sit outside, so go up and have a little look. You can sit outside as well as go inside, so you can watch my separate video on that. Plenty of seating area as well there for that. Hopefully it's not going to be too bright on the camera because the sun is bright here at 7:30 in the morning. Just that you know, ladies and gents, it's been about 27, 28 degrees here. We've had one cloudy day so far, but weather-wise it's still good for this time of year. A few points to highlight as well is that the pools here, so this particular one we're going to now, the first pool, is seawater. It's not seawater, salt water this one, so they do add salt to the water. Just seen a guy a minute ago chucking it all in there with his bucket. So plenty of sun lounges, and as you can see it's 7:30 in the morning. Luckily it's not one of those hotels you need to rush to get a sun lounge. You can see how many of them are still available. I've literally just set up here as well now, which is where we like to sit with the kids. So yeah, we'll be getting all our stuff out ready. You can see there's plenty of empty sunbeds. It's not one of those hotels you need to get up at 5 AM to get here and chuck your towel on. If you're bringing little kids with you, so this is probably the best little area. This bit here is shallow. This starts at, 0.1 centimeters, 0.1 meters, and it starts going deeper and deeper. But you've got a good 3 meters area here where you've got 1-year-olds. We've got a baby and a 3-year-old of us. It's a good area where all the little ones like to play. These here as well are little like sunbeds inside the pool that you can sit on. They're okay, but personally I think the water's a bit too deep for them. I find you just float in the pool, but that might be us. I'm hoping this isn't too bright because the sun's looking bright already at the moment. But the pools, you can get in the pool from 7 AM, so it's a good time. If you are an early bird and you want a nice cold morning swim, then yeah, this is the time. Now, I think this might be a little bit broke. You've got here, look, this is like a little jacuzzi section, but if you have a little look, I don't know if it will show on the camera, there are little vents all the way around this little section here. So I think there's only a couple of them that work. There seems to only ever be 2 a day switched on, unless they only put 2 on, because yesterday they were actually in the corner there, and now it's these 2 that are turned on. So unless they only turn 2 on at a day at a time, rather than putting all of them on, maybe if you're here in August, in the summer, they will put all of those little jacuzzi ones on. But of course you have got the jacuzzi in the indoor pool anyway, if you watch my separate video on that, ladies and gents. So again, look at the sunbeds. You can see there's plenty to pick from. There's no rush here. This is 7:30 in the morning. So you've got the bungalows over here. This is where the family rooms are. I'll go and show you ours in a moment. Not in the room, but I'll show you what it's like all the way around there. It's like a little maze of bungalows, but quickly show you. This is another little one of the kids' pools. This only goes to, I think it's 0.6 meters. Yeah, 0.6, ladies and gents, a little water feature. Points to note though, none of these pools are heated. They're not freezing this time of year, but they're not boiling. No, okay, once it gets to 10, 11 AM, it's okay. But I think if you was coming here at sort of November, December time, I think the pools would be way too cold if you've got little kids, in my opinion. Plenty of, they do all these like recycling bins all around the hotel. So what we'll do is we'll have a little look on this bridge. No, they haven't actually turned on the water, which is a shame, because this is what I wanted to show you, ladies and gents. They told me it was 7:30, which it was yesterday, so I don't know why it's not. This here is actually a stream, and there's little jets that shoot all up in the air as well. It does look nice. It starts over there. Maybe by the time I finish the video, by the time we got to the beach, on the way back maybe it'll be turned on. And then it goes all the way around. So it does look nice. Got some more of the family rooms over there. Morning. This little hut here is the towel hut room. I'll show you again here, but what we can do is just gonna, I won't go all the way around because these rooms on the right and on the left are exactly the same, but I'll just give you a quick idea. They're like a little maze basically. You just have all of these little bungalows located over here. Oh, I've probably picked a bad example. There's one bungalow there. These looks like they've got some upstairs rooms as well. But yeah, the majority of all these, they're all bungalows. We're staying in 400, which is right by the front, 403. Yes, it gives you a good little idea, ladies and gents, just kind of what to expect when you walk around the grounds here. That goes down around that corner as well. And then the same on the other side, so I don't really want to bore you walking around all the bungalows. So we'll try and cover as much as the pools and beach and things like that as possible. So yeah, that little hut there, ladies and gents, is where you get your towels. Then you've got the entertainment pool here, which will cover that now. So yeah, this stream, look, you can see it goes all the way around here as well, but it's not turned on yet. Maybe they might turn it on in the next few minutes, we shall see. Yeah, there's your towels. I'll just quickly show you the time schedule so that you all know. Key highlight to note as well, at this hotel, they do want a deposit. I think it's 50 Tunisian dinars, which is something like, it's quite bloody expensive to be fair. If you've got like a family, what does it work out as now? I think it's like £12.50 a towel it works out as. In British pounds, so like 15 euros they want from you for deposit for your towel, which you have to pay when you arrive for your towel cards, and then you get it back when you leave. But I think they were saying there's loads of towels going missing and things like that, so that's the reason why they do it, which is quite annoying because we go to that many hotels now and not a lot of places do this, but they do at this hotel. So make sure you bring enough cash, because you will have to give them, depending on how many of you are in your group, you will have to give them a chunk of your money straight away just to get your towel cards. So here you've got a slightly shallow a little bit here. This is 0.9. That's got another little thing, but the rest of this entertainment pool is quite deep. As you can see, 1.35, but this is where they do all of the games, ladies and gents. Water polo, all that sort of stuff. This is where the noisy section is. So if you want all the music and you've got teenagers with you, then this is probably the better pool. But if you want a quiet one, you've got little babies and toddlers like us, then you want to stay at the other pool. So yeah, that is that location. Again, as you can see, look, you can take your pick from the sun lounges. It's literally at 7:30, 7:45 in the morning, and nobody's picked a single sun lounger. Seems like this hotel is catered a lot for the old people rather than youngsters, because they do tend to go to bed late but get up late and go to bed late. Not one of those early birds. So you have got, oh, there's a guy doing a bit of work on the chair over here, which is why it's so noisy. A little Steigenberger chair there, we can get some great family photos. This is where you get your music and everything's played all day long from here. Animation team. More bungalows all the way over here. Look, these are the sea view ones, so if you are paying for a sea view, you'll probably be on one of these top ones up here. There's quite a few across there, and the sea is literally just here. Again, you've got more toilets here for if you're staying at that pool. And this then also leads down to the pool bar. You've got table tennis here. This is your pool bar. They do sometimes do things at 4:30 in the afternoon, located here, like some dances. We had some Brazilian dancers yesterday, I think it was. But yeah, plenty of seating. And then the beach, but just before we get to the beach, the other bit I need to cover. That guy who's sanding down the chair is a bit of a noisy bugger, so let me just walk round. You've got here from 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they do the, you know, like the shisha, if I'm saying the name correctly, where you smoke those like herbal things. They have that located there, tobacco with, good morning, with some sort of like flavoured stuff. I can't quite remember what they stick in there, but I've tried it myself in the past. Shisha, I think is how you pronounce it. Correct me wrong in the comments down below if I'm saying it wrong. And then this here, ladies and gents, this is your lunchtime buffet. If you can't be bothered to go to the indoor one, they do a barbecue here every single day. So if you want burgers and sausages, that type of thing, big barbecue there. It does get quite smoky though, to be fair. The guy, I think, puts a bit too much coal on it, and if you're sitting in here, it gets all in your eyes and in your face. Me and my wife aren't a fan of it, but some of you may love that stuff. So yeah, that is your indoor. Let me see if I can see the opening times. But I'm going to do a separate video on the lunch buffets anyway. But yeah, this is the one for outdoors, ladies and gents. You can see that through the glass. So that's located over here. Then you've got the beach. Now the beach is actually very nice sand. It's crystal clear. It's not a rocky beach, nothing like that. The sand is really nice. That is a good point of this hotel. And the water, the sea water, is actually warmer than the pools. So personally, that's my favourite. If you like a nice sea swim, it is good for that. Okay. Let me see if I can get past this noisy guy over here. So let's have a quick little look, shall we, ladies and gents, while we're recording it. We may as well show you how it looks. See if I can show you some of the sand. I don't know how well it will show up on camera. As I said, the sun is rising up and it's getting very bright here, so I don't know how this is going to look on camera post-production, but we should certainly try and show you the best as possible. Again, sunbeds, plenty of sunbeds on here. Sand, I don't know if you can quite see it from here, but you'll see it's very nice sand, soft on the feet, which is good. There's only one sand I think that we've had that's better than this, and that was at Agadir Beach in Morocco. That's the only sand that I've seen better than this, but this is probably the next best sand we've been to so far across the world. It's just very nice. Yeah, not a lot of lumps and crap in it at all. So a lot of them you go to, there's rocks, seashells, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, if you can see the sea from there, look, very nice and close. You don't need to walk far. You've got all the aqua sports up there as well. And then there's another one literally located the other side. You can see that down there on camera. I don't know if you can, but yeah, I'm not going to walk down there because I don't want to get sand on my shoes. So if you can see down there in the distance, and if you can, there's some boats just down there, paddle boats, you know, banana boats, that type of thing. Jet skis. If you're a big fan of jet skis like me, I'm going to be going on one this afternoon. Good thing to notice if you've never been to Tunisia before and you're considering coming to Tunisia, it's probably the cheapest place in the world for jet skis. I don't know why, but here, like last year when we stayed in Sousse, they were 15 British pounds 15 minutes, whereas here they want 17.50. So that's a year later, maybe it's inflation. Still very cheap. You go somewhere like Spain, Portugal, and you'll pay 80 euros, 100 euros for jet skis. Here, you're paying 15, 20 euros. So extremely cheap, ladies and gents. So I always say, while you're here, just make the most of it. 15 minutes, I think, is plenty for a jet ski. Anyway, I get a bit bored after that myself, because you can't really go far, can you? They only let you go up and down in a straight line, up, down. So it's not really worth more than 15 minutes, in my opinion. But yeah, they wanted it's 70 Tunisian for 15 minutes, which equates to about £17.50, or 90 Tunisian if you want to do it as a duo. So if you're doing it with your wife, or you're doing it with your, you know, your son on the back, or whatever you want to do, it works out as about £22.50 for a duo jet ski. Still very cheap, ladies and gents. So yeah, a key point to highlight: get on them jet skis, I say, while you're here. I'm just going to quickly walk back now and see if they have turned this little stream on. They have. Hey, you can give you a good idea. Look, there's some more of the family rooms here. Like I said, ours is located just down on the right, but it's just a little maze of bungalows. I don't really want to, like I said, bore you to death too much, but you can see there's loads of lovely trees here. It looks very beautiful. Palm trees everywhere. Nice grounds. I do like the grounds here. They are good. Yeah, so look, you can see here now. I don't know if there's anything we've missed from this hotel. I think I've covered everything. They've only just turned it on by the looks, which is why it's not all the way around. But can you see you've got these nice little like bumps, little stream. I'll get it from the other side because it'll show it a little bit better. Someone's just cleaning here. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, as you can see now, look, they've all turned on. It just makes it a little bit more character to the hotel. If you have a little look at it there from the distance, you can see 3 of them located over there, look. So yeah, it just looks nice, ladies and gents. See, I've just turned on by the looks of it, because like I said, at the bottom end, it hasn't filled up yet. So, yeah. Nice little bit there, ladies and gents. And again on this side. And like I said, that round there is just more and more family rooms. So yeah, I hope that video's, let me just get where the sun's not in my eyes too much. I hope that video's been useful, ladies and gents. It's a good 15-20 minute video. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube if you're not already, ladies and gents. Do check out the membership perks to beenTHEREmate channel. Support is very, very appreciated. Share this channel with any friends, family, anyone that may be interested in travel channels, different hotel reviews. I'm going to be doing an actual review-based video on this hotel as well. So do check that out. Check out all the others that I've uploaded for this hotel, ladies and gents. And thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. See you soon.